Hi, this is Greg from Scotty's Fine Cigars and Pipes. And I thought I'd do a little tutorial on basically what to do to a pipe, how do you pack it, how do you smoke it. There's not a whole lot to know, but people do get kind of fearful because they keep going out. And I'll show you why they keep going out and how to prevent that. So I've got some English tobacco here. It's a nice smoky flavor, not real sweet. Some people like the sweet stuff. Let me move this. So first of all, when you pack a pipe, you want to drop it in as best as you can. And you're going to do this. You're going to lightly pack it. Then you do it 2 more times. You have to use your judgment as to how much tobacco you want to put in it. Then a little more force, not a lot. You don't want to like jam it in there because then you won't be able to draw. And then a 3rd time. There we go. I always use the bowl because the excess, will land in there, and you can put it back in your bag later. So it's not super tight, and I don't go all the way to the top of the rim. I like to go a little bit under it. That way, when you do light it up, if it gets a little ashy and hot, it's not going to fall on you or on the table. So, and this is the tool you're going to use to keep this thing lit. It's just a tamper. Now, once I light it, that first light's called a false light. And it usually goes out rather quickly. And we'll see if everything works with. I think it should. This is a pipe lighter. See how the flame comes out the side? So it's easier when you draw in, that flame will come right with your breath, rather than a cigar lighter that has those torches. And those torches are very, they're risky because they could burn the heck out of your pipe. And you don't want to ruin your pipe right away. Let it happen. Let it stay nice for a few years. So anyways, that's what this is. It's a pipe lighter. So I'm going to get my first light. Here we go. You notice how I was moving the flame around a little bit. And there's not a lot of smoke coming out of this because that's the false light. I don't know who invented that, but they're right on because it will not stay ignited. So then, here's what we do. You start tamping very lightly. And when I light it this time, it's going to stay lit for a much longer period of time. And it doesn't have a good cherry. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times to really get a good cherry in there. But as you smoke it, you want to constantly, lightly. Sometimes you get a little bit, maybe a second false light. It takes a little time. You got to get this tobacco hot. Pretty tasty stuff. This is Sutliff English. We get really good smoke now. And this is a new pipe, so they're a little stingy, I think, when you first use them. Plus, this is olive wood, which I have very, very little familiarity with. But we'll see how it burns. Let's see if I have anything left here. Now, unlike the false light, this time I packed it back down very lightly and it stayed hot. And there was a small enough little charcoal in there that I could draw and it would get going again. And the whole idea with a pipe, it's not like a cigar. It needs tending. It's like a fire in your backyard. And just as you smoke, you lightly push, what you're doing is pushing the coal back down. And it's a you know, people don't always like to play with things, but as far as smoking a pipe, you have to really be patient, and you have to keep that coal pushed down on top of the tobacco. And you know, just for demonstration reasons, I'm trying to produce a lot of smoke, so it looks really cool. But when you're smoking a pipe, you really shouldn't have to do a lot of drawing, just a little. And sometimes you do a little puff, exhale, puff. And I learned this from years back. Tony from Jovan's Tobacco, he's passed now. But when I was 30 years old, I got my first pipe, and he helped me to purchase it, how to pack it, how to smoke it, and I'm forever grateful to his help over the years. And he passed, I think, 7 or 8 years ago. But anyways, that's basically it. You can let it go out, it's no big deal.